Hey, this is the second hike for today, a little nature trail we're going to do called the
Aishel Curtis Nature Trail.
I'm glad you said that, I couldn't pronounce it. Hope you like it.
Humpback Creek tumbles 1,700 vertical feet in 2 miles from Annette Lake to the trail that we are walking on. A short distance downstream it flows into the South Fork Snoqualmie River, which joins the Skykomish River, which becomes the Snohomish River before going into Puget Sound near Everett.
Really pretty little trail.
Number 2 tells us about the citizens of the swamp. Joe, do you see any skunk cabbage?
Ah, there it is.
Any Devil's Club?
Yes.
Any white marigold?
No.
Number 3 is the western red cedar, which is rot and insect resistant, reaching heights of almost 200 feet and living up to 1,000 years in age. It was an important resource for natives. The bark was shredded and used for clothing, blankets, ropes, and baskets. The trunks were carved to make canoes and masks and totem poles. Oh, the trail splits here. See a post?
Looks like a hemlock to me.
This is the western hemlock, which is Washington state tree. This specimen is growing on a possible glacial erratic deposited here when the glaciers receded 12,000 years ago.
And here is 6.
6 is about the understory vegetation, which flourishes in low-light conditions under the forest canopy, such as vine maple, a shrub-like tree with sprawling branches and large leaves that grows well. What are you doing? In addition, there's Oregon grape and salal, and Devil's Club and huckleberries. 7 is the Parade of Giants. Dum bum bum.
Ah, here's one.
With ancient evergreen forests dominating the Puget Sound lowlands when Arthur Denny and his party arrived in 1851 at Alki Point, Aishel Curtis bore witness to the loss of these forests in his photographs from the beginning of the 20th century. This is one of the few remaining stands of old growth in the Snoqualmie River Valley. Number 8 is all about nurse logs. Notice the upturned roots of a fallen western red cedar. Shallow root systems are an adaptation to wet soils, but they provide less stability during windstorms. These fallen trees provide habitat for many forested plants, animals, and fungi, including mosses, ferns, mushrooms, and hemlock.
Haha, you are a tree hugger. Hey, here comes 9.
9 is the Douglas fir, or the Sudatsuga manziesi, one of the most prolific trees in the Pacific Northwest. Old growth can grow up to 300 feet in height and live to be over 1,000 years old. It's the most important commercial species harvested by the timber industry.
What's left of it, anyway.
The one behind me. Is the Pacific silver fir.
Oh yeah.
Known as the Abies amabilis, one of the most shade-tolerant conifers in the forest. The common name is derived from the silver color on the underside of the needles. We missed 11, which was about the pileated woodpecker.
Oh, well.
How did we miss it? Okay, well, number 12 is nature's calendar. The tree rings that tell us the age of a tree. Dendrochronology is the study of annual growth rings to learn about events and processes of the past, such as forest fires, stand succession, weather conditions, and climate.
So this is a checklist of plants you can check off if you do this nature trail. That's quite a list. Anyway, that's the end of the guided trail. Thanks for coming along.